Happiness is closer than you think. It begins with gratitude, thrives in the present moment, and grows when you choose joy every day. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about how happiness is closer than you think and how to welcome joy into your life. Enjoy. Did you know that studies show just 20 minutes of gratitude journaling can significantly boost your mood and overall happiness? Happiness is something we all strive for, yet it often seems elusive. We go about our daily routines, trying to find that one thing that will bring us joy. But it's hard to pinpoint what that is. Happiness is a complex emotion, and it's different for everyone. Some people find happiness in their work, while others find it in their relationships or hobbies. Happiness is essential to our well-being, and it's crucial that we make time for it in our lives. When we're happy, we're more productive, creative, and resilient. We're better equipped to handle life's challenges, and we're more likely to have positive relationships with others. Happiness has a ripple effect, and it can impact not just our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. As we navigate our daily lives, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle and forget about our own happiness. We get busy with work, family, and other responsibilities, and before we know it, weeks or even months have gone by, and we haven't taken time for ourselves. It's essential to prioritize our happiness and make it a part of our daily routine. By incorporating small moments of joy into our daily lives, we can start to shift our mindset and focus on what truly makes us happy. Whether it's taking a few minutes each day to practice gratitude, going for a walk, or simply enjoying a cup of coffee, these small moments can add up and make a big difference in our overall happiness. The modern world presents many challenges to finding happiness, such as stress, societal pressures, and the fast pace of life. We're constantly bombarded with messages telling us what we should be, do, and have. And it's easy to get caught up in the comparison game. Social media doesn't help, as it often presents a curated version of other people's lives, making us feel like we don't measure up. Stress is another major obstacle to happiness. We're often so focused on getting things done and meeting deadlines that we forget to take care of ourselves. We neglect our physical and mental health, and before we know it, we're burned out. Our bodies and minds are not designed to handle constant stress, and it can have serious consequences for our overall well-being. Societal pressures can also play a significant role in our happiness. We're often expected to conform to certain norms or expectations, and it can be difficult to break free from these constraints. We may feel like we need to have a certain job, live in a certain place, or have a certain type of relationship in order to be happy. The fast pace of life can also overshadow joy. We're always on the go, and it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle. We're constantly connected to our devices, and it can be hard to disconnect and find time for ourselves. Our lives are often a balancing act, and it's easy to let happiness fall by the wayside. In addition to these challenges, we often struggle to find time for things that bring us joy. We may feel like we're too busy, or that we don't have the resources or support to pursue our passions. We may also struggle with self-doubt or fear, which can hold us back from taking risks and pursuing our dreams. To overcome these challenges, it's essential to have practical strategies and mindset shifts that can help us recognize and cultivate happiness. One powerful strategy is to practice gratitude. By focusing on what we're thankful for, we can start to shift our mindset and focus on the positive aspects of our lives. Another strategy is to practice mindfulness. By being present in the moment, we can let go of worries about the past or future and simply enjoy the present. Mindfulness can help us cultivate a sense of calm and clarity, and it can also help us appreciate the small things in life. Connection with others is also crucial for happiness. When we have strong, supportive relationships, we feel seen, heard, and understood. We feel like we're part of something bigger than ourselves, and it can give us a sense of purpose and belonging. By incorporating these strategies into our daily lives, we can start to cultivate happiness and make it a more consistent part of our experience. we can start to recognize the small moments of joy that are already present in our lives and build upon them. One powerful insight that can help us understand happiness is that it's often found in the simplest things. We don't need grand, earth-shattering experiences to be happy. Sometimes, it's the small, everyday moments that bring us the most joy. I had a breakthrough moment in understanding happiness when I realized that it's not something that we find, but something that we create. It's a mindset, a choice, and a practice. By choosing to focus on the positive, to cultivate gratitude and mindfulness, and to connect with others, we can create happiness in our lives. This realization was profound for me, and it changed the way I approached my daily life. I started to prioritize my own happiness, and I made time for the things that brought me joy. I learned to appreciate the small moments, and I found that happiness was often closer than I thought. As I reflect on my own experiences, I'm reminded that happiness is a journey, not a destination. It's something that we cultivate over time, through practice, patience, and persistence. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. By sharing my story, I hope to encourage you to reflect on your own experiences and to think about what brings you happiness. What are the small moments of joy that are already present in your life? What are the things that make you feel alive, connected, and fulfilled? To recap, happiness is attainable, and it's often closer than we think. By prioritizing our own happiness, practicing gratitude and mindfulness, and connecting with others, we can create a more fulfilling and joyful life. Happiness is a choice, and it's a choice that we can make every day. By choosing to focus on the positive, to cultivate gratitude and mindfulness, and to connect with others, we can create happiness in our lives. Let's make happiness a priority, and let's start today. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.